always be connected to your baby.
Yes.
Don't you ever disconnect from her.
Yes.
Because now what's happening, we got the responsibility for the next generation, and that's the grandbaby.
Yes.
And as a grandmother, I tell you, it's nothing like that. It's nothing. She can't even tell you what she feels with that grandbaby. That's why you saw the change. It's a whole nother dimension. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
God has blessed you. He's given you another opportunity. As Bill Cosby said one time, you know, grandparents tried to be good to the grandkids to make up for the mess they did with the with the children. And it's funny, but it's true, because we look at it, it's like that grandchild can't do no wrong. You know, you want to make up for the mistakes that we've made, but you're still here, and you're still breathing.
Yes.
And you love her. Look at her and tell her you love her.
I love you with
you
all
too.
my heart. Even if I probably never show it to you, and I probably show it to you with materialistic thing, but I came into a conclusion that's not important. That's not important how materialistic thing, it doesn't fill you emotionally. It doesn't change you emotional. And I'm sorry if I ever offend you. I want you to forgive me, and I forgive you. And I want to apologize for everything that I have done to you. I know I made my mistake. I know I wasn't the best, probably the best wife that you want me to be with your father, because I had some issue with him that I was, for what he did to me, that I was carrying for so many years. With the way he treated me before. There's a lot of things, a lot of problems that I went through that all of you never, that I never confessed you, that I never told you, you know. So our marriage was not 100%, you know. I know there's no marriage that is 100% perfect, but there was a lot of harm, a lot of emotional damage that he did to me. So I always carried that for so many years, and I believe that was one part of my life that I feel like I was not 100% as a mother to give the love that all of you needed, because that, for what he did, affect my marriage, and affect me emotional and everything. I know that I had to forgive him. And I forgave him, because 2 weeks before he died, we talked by phone, and we talked each other, and he said, I want you to forgive me, because I know I was not a perfect husband for you. And I forgive him and for what he did to me. And then after that, our relationship was getting better and better and better, and he died 2 weeks after.
Wow.
After that. So,
well, I'm glad that happened.
So I forgive him for, and I told him to forgive me too for that I was not the best wife that he wanted me to be too, because whatever he did to me, I was taking like how should I say, like revenge. So I had a lot of revenge, and I felt like a lot of hatred over him.
Okay.
So I was not. I didn't feel good and I never lost love for him. I always loved him.
Yeah.
But I didn't never show it to him. I never showed it to him, and so I gave that told God to forgive me for that area that I didn't fulfill as a wife. But I feel better now after the family, and now in this meeting, this interview, it's really helped me a lot.
Okay.
So I feel very happy to be here, and thanks to you too.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank
I
God.
want to share my testimony with other people, other mother that is been going through.
Look at the camera and tell them.
Going through how me and my daughter went through. So there could be a change in the family. The family can be united again. Just tell them that you love them and talk. The best thing is communicate. Have a communication with your children, because you never know what they're going through. And my daughter went through a lot, and I didn't even know, because I didn't give her the attention that she needed it. I never listened to her. But life can be changed, and we have to do it, because we never know what tomorrow is. So let's fix our relationship now that it's time. And ask God to give you the strength to do it, because God can change your life. can change your family, and your family can be united. Don't wait until the last moment to do that, because you never know. The day of tomorrow is not for sure. So just let's do it today. So this is my my advice to other mom or daughter that is out there, that the relation can be fixed with the help of the Lord. Just give them the time, the attention to do it, because God does miracle.
Wow.
The family can be changed.
Thank you. And I know, audience, I know you felt her heart, because I'm feeling it. You know, this is the one thing about it. I tell them when I go and I'm working with mothers and daughters, I have to cry too. So every mother and daughter I work with, I'm crying too. So let me say this to you. This is not scripted. It is not planned. I don't write anything down. I just go, we sit, we have a conversation. So what you're seeing is the reality of what it is. We didn't talk about it to say do this, that, and the other. That's not what it is. We're having an honest conversation from the heart, mother and daughter. I know you're healed. I can feel it. How do you feel compared to now? And when you sat here at the beginning and to this moment, how do you feel at this moment? Give me a quick answer.
I feel so much better, and I'm glad she finally let out what she was really feeling.
Okay. So you feel like you got something to hold on to?
It made me feel good that she was able, you know, to trust me, to actually let me know how she feels.
Right.
Because it's one thing for me to tell her how she feels, but let me know how you feel as well.
Right. And mother, how do you feel?
I feel a big relief inside of me and my heart. Like I feel deliverance. I know God is working our heart. He already did. Everything has been changed.
Right.
We have a new beginning.
Yes.
And we're going to keep this until the end time or until we die. But I
so
feel very good. I feel a big relief.
Oh,
Everything
great.
is new again. My heart has changed.
Okay. Now let me ask you something. Just so that because I know the audience is wondering this, what type of relationship do you have with your mother?
My relationship with my mother was good.
Was good?
Yes, was good.
So you felt like because your dad didn't tell you he loved you, that damaged you in a way that you could not tell your children. Okay, so you kind of getting at what you said. You see how this is? My dad followed the trend.
What?
She has a thing against her dad.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? In the beginning, you was a daddy's girl, but then you hate dad. All this now is around something she brought from her dad to you. Maybe inside that 9 months, we never know, that transition to make that difference. We won't go there. It's a whole different show. Yes. But in the meantime, now we have another generation. But what I want to say to you off camera, and we may film it, I like to talk to you and the entire family, your sons as well.
Yes.
Because what you have done, you and your daughter are going to have such a bond that they may get jealous. And they were like, well, what happened? You know, now, you know, they done turned on us. Yeah, right. So now we're going to have a conversation. And if you don't mind, I will come to your house. That's what I do. I go out. I'm the Christian clinical psychologist that go into the home. So I will come into your home and we'll sit down and have a conversation and we'll bring them up to par. And eventually they'll see this show and they'll put it all together. Does this make sense? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask, there's the baby. Can someone bring me the baby? And we're going to show you, audience, the next generation. And I want you to think about this. They came together, mother and daughter, to do what? Change, so that the grandbaby would have a better communication with the both of them.
Yes.
Because I tell grandparents, you can mess up with that daughter, even your daughter-in-laws, have a strife and don't fix it, you're going to suffer. Because, see, she could keep the baby from you.
Yes.
And that's not worth it, because who's going to suffer?
Yes.
Who's going to suffer? The baby.
The baby.
The baby. Yes. To not know her grandmother, that's an awful thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay? So, I commend you. I mean, my heart go out to you. I thank you for coming and sharing. I thank you guys for bonding. I thank the Holy Spirit, because I know now, look at you holding hands. You don't want to let go. We did it. God did it.
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to get the baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go get the baby. That's right, I can't go nowhere. I tell them to bring the baby. They ain't even listening. The door just ruling around. They ain't even paying attention to nothing. They could have hold the door. I'm like, what are they doing? They're sitting out there eating and talking. I'm like, they don't hear the door going. Wah. So now we got to do some cutting with that. So give each other a hug. Look at you.
This is what we've been eating for years.
Yeah, that's all right. It's better now than never.
Yes.
Now all your sisters gonna be jealous because their name. Y'all ain't hear that door going? Yeah. You fired.